So I don't want to rest on our laurels. I don't want to say, oh, well, we got Zadarius Smith and we got Hutchinson coming back. No, I want you to go get Myles Garrett. I've been very clear about that. That is my number one priority for you to go ahead and get Myles Garrett. If you do not get Myles Garrett, the number one, I guess, point of solace would be the fact that this defensive line class is deep. It's deep, dog. It's so deep, boss. I'm just saying. There is a number, like I haven't scratched the surface. I've gotten through a few prospects. We're going to talk about a couple of them today. All right, let's start with Shermar Stewart. Let's just get right into the measurables of Shermar Stewart. Everybody loves Marcus Davenport's measurables. Let's put aside his injuries, all that. Let's put aside that he had 5 offseason surgeries. He was like the $6 million man. If you know, use the hashtag. Right? If you're old enough to know, then you are. Steve Austin, not the wrestler. The $6 million man. Everybody loves his measurables. What is he? 6'6", 260. Shermar Stewart is 6'6", 290. He's 6'6", 290, and he does actually look faster, quicker, and more athletic than a Marcus Davenport. So those are the things that stood out from the beginning, from the outset, as I was watching the film on Shermar Stewart. He's a very strong, very powerful pass rusher. Now, he has a statistical anomaly. All right. And what is his statistical anomaly? I'll pull it up for you right now. It's the production. The production is his statistical anomaly. Just like last year, we had a Chop Robertson, right? I did not want Chop Robertson at all because he just didn't have the stats. He had the motor, he had everything, but he didn't have the stats. I wanted to stay away from him, wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. But Chop Robertson was not 6'6", 290. He just wasn't that. Shermar Stewart can play on the inside. He can play on the outside, right? He rushes the passer. He stops the run. The issue with Shermar Stewart, the biggest issue, is that he misses a lot of tackles. He has a 27% missed tackle rate. Now, if we want to just go ahead and do some quick math, we're going to wind that down to 25%. And we'll say for every 4 tackles, he's going to miss 1. For every 4 attempts, he's going to miss 1. Statistically. Okay? So if he has a game in which he has 12 tackles, how many did he miss? Right? So that's a concern with Shermar Stewart. And I think this is why his stats kind of suffered. So here, if we look at his 2024 stats, he has 31 total tackles. He has 11 solo, 17 assisted. He has 1.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 passes defense. Now, if he is such a great prospect, what is the issue with this man having 1.5 sacks for the season? Well, that's what I'm saying. So what I noticed when I was watching him on film, and I'll get to some of your comments in a second. What I noticed when I was watching him on film is his motor. His motor is unbelievable. It's just nonstop. He is very athletic. I said he's very big. Pause, right? He's 6'6", 290. He's very athletic, quick, fast for a guy that's 6'6", 290. You don't expect him to move the way that he does, but he moves that way. So just imagine being 6'6", 290. And imagine what J-Mo said to former wide receiver coach Antoine Randall when he was talking to him about, throttling down and getting in and out of breaks. And he was like, Coach, you ever tried to stop a Ferrari on a dime? Right? Once that Ferrari gets moving, it's hard to stop it. Imagine that is the same with Shermar Stewart, not because he has the speed and the athleticism of a J-Mo, no, because he's 6'6", 290, and he's quick and fast for that size. Once that starts getting moving, it's hard to stop it and change directions and things of that nature. So what I noticed with him is that he would throw his body around with reckless abandon. And if he's 6'6", 290, if you were 6'6", 290, what would you expect? You would expect anything that you hit is going to stop in its tracks and it is going to go to the ground. That's what you would expect at that time. So there's a lot of times when I was watching his tape that he'll get to the ball carrier or he'll get to the quarterback and he'll either whiff or he will careen into him with his body thinking that that is supposed to make the tackle. And a lot of the times it doesn't. But then also a lot of the times he's just getting whatever hand or body part pause that he can get on that quarterback or that he can get on that running back because he's made so much effort to beat the man in front of him, to shed the blocks. He takes on double teams, right? Listen, Shermar Stewart does it all, but at what level will he be able to do it in the NFL? And this is the only concerning part that I have with Shermar Stewart. There are people that have him as he's going to go in the first round for sure, 100%. And then there's other people that have him as a second round pick. Some people have him in the top, 5 as their top 5 edge rusher. And some people have him at number 8, right? So there's there are varying grades on him and varying opinions. And I think really, he just has to come under control. I think that is the biggest thing with Shermar Stewart. He's got to come under control. Once he can learn to do that, okay, because as I said, the motor is phenomenal. If you haven't seen Shermar Stewart's tape, highlights, whatever, go watch it. I mean, he's relentless on plays. He'll get into the backfield. He's not going to stop running, he's not going to stop moving, and then the play might come back his way, and then you hit a 6'6", 290-pound wall. That's what happens. So I'm very high on Shermar Stewart. I know that there are some things that he needs to clean up, and he plays with a reckless abandon. Okay, he plays with a reckless abandon, and that is the thing that he needs to be able to clean up, because it's great to be a heat-seeking missile, but you got to be seeking the right heat. What up, though, Lions fans? It's your boy, Motor City Don P here. Listen, if you want to continue keeping your Lions news pragmatic, if you want to keep getting the stats and not none of that static, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share and let everybody know what's going on around here. And turn on your notifications, because how else would you know that we're up in here keeping your Lions news pragmatic? Appreciate you once again, and we are out. Peace.